Man! Hey everybody, this is my powdered toast man mask made out of foam. It was made by Jeremy Fisher on Facebook. And this is my Sinister latex mask. It's made by Jonathan Fuller on Facebook. He's on my friends list. Here is my Follow Me Eyes cat mask. Check out the eyes whenever you walk around it. They follow you no matter what. It was made by Erica from Feral Facade on Tumblr. She's extremely hard to get a hold of. Next one is my wolf with movable jaw, and the cat has a movable jaw also. And it is made by Rebecca Sharp on Facebook. You can look her up for Sharp Costumes on Facebook. Next one is a CFX Horseman of Famine. It was a mask that I bought from the company, and I had it repainted by Joe D. Evans. I did a poison dart frog paint job on it. Next up, Rubber Gorilla. It's a custom clown. They took one of their existing masks and painted it up as a clown for me. You can look them up. It's Rubber Gorilla. They're out of the UK. Neil is the owner. This is a great looking mask. By far, I think it's one of the best latex mask companies out there. And this is another Rubber Gorilla. It was custom painted for how I wanted it. He took an existing mask and changed it up and painted it up and did the eyes how I wanted. Next up, this is a alien mind control mask. It's made out of latex. It was bought at horrordome.com, all one word. You look out the two little holes in the belt, and then the bottom hole is where you breathe out of. It's supposed to look like your head's been ripped off, and there's an alien controlling your body. Next up, CFX Stalker clown version. It was repainted as a clown by Johnny Cox on Facebook. And it was painted on how I wanted it. Next up, my Jim Carrey the Mask. Custom silicone mask made by immortalmask.com. This company specifically made this mask for me. It's not for sale. I'm the only person to have this mask. Fits great. They're a great company. They can make you any kind of a custom mask that you want. Next up, James Dark Ride, Freddy Krueger, Part 4, Version 2. The glove is from James Dark Ride also. And the metal claw glove is from, I think it's razorgloves.com. Great Freddy Krueger. Next up, discontinued Real Flesh Cyborg Terminator. It was repainted by Johnny Cox, George from Immortal, Jody Evans. So it had probably around 4 or 5 artists make this mask for me. It's a Terminator 1 version look. Even though the damage is on the wrong side of the face, I don't care. I had it haired up to look like it's from Terminator 1. And yes, those are original ANSI glasses from 1984. Those are not the smaller ones. And yes, I bent the ears of them and messed them up to make them fit on the mask, but I don't care. I got the full Terminator costume. I'm going to be debuting it this year at a Comic-Con. Next up, Charlie Sheen from hyperflesh.com. You can look up Landon Meyer on Facebook. He makes hyper-realistic masks. You look through the eyes of the mask to see out of it. Next up, Mike Tyson from hyperflesh.com. Same thing. It's a silicone mask, kind of a harder silicone that kind of keeps its shape. Pop it over your head. No mouth movement on these masks. Next up, Hyperflesh Crybaby. I actually have 2 of these. I picked one up on eBay recently. Next up, Hyperflesh Happy Baby. This is the one that got the 54 million views and it went on America's Got Talent. This is the most famous Happy Baby mask in the entire world, by far. Next up, Hyperflesh Disgusted Baby. It's a latex mask. You look through the eyes of the mask to be able to see out of it. Next up, this is my other Crybaby mask that I recently got from Landon. Has kind of a different paint job. This is my Hyperflesh Newborn mask. Extremely realistic. I would say it's the most realistic mask I've ever seen. And you're probably wondering how you look out this mask. You actually look out the nostrils when you're wearing it, and you look through the mouth. So you slightly tilt your head upward to look out the mask. Next up, I actually got this for sale on eBay right now. It's a Burger King Super Deluxe mask that was shot out in 2009, I think, or 2007. And there's the smaller collector mask. And let's go down here. Real Flesh Grandma. I can't show the boobs because it'll get flagged and I'll get some more detention time from Facebook. It has realistic boobs. It's a great prank mask. I'm actually going to do a Hooters grandma this year for a costume contest. Next up, I think this company is called Face Factory Effects. It's a Panda Bear latex mask. I'm thinking, am I actually going to keep that one? I'm not going to sell that. So far, I just have the two Burger King masks for sale. This is my Mars Attacks, made by, I think it's Lauren, someone off Facebook. She recently changed her name, and I can't remember her profile name. Here's another rubber gorilla, Betsy. It's a latex one. Here's another rubber gorilla, Archie the Puppet. Here is a chicken mask that I ordered off eBay, and I'm going to be doing a really funny video later on with it. Here's my Michael Myers. I think it's Rob Zombie version or something. I'm not really into Michael Myers mask, but I got it because it was painted up like Ronald McDonald, so I'm actually going to make a character called the Happy Meal Killer. Next up, Disgusted Baby mask that I just recently got off eBay. I'm going to be attaching this to my little costume where it looks like the baby's carrying you, the one that I did a video with. I'm actually going to be attaching it to that costume permanently, and I'm going to be changing the hands on the costume and making it look extremely realistic for a new video later on. Next up, Michael Myers. He was used in my Magic Michael video that I did, the stripper version of it. And I can't remember who makes this. I think it's Chris someone. I can't remember. I'd have to look at the back. Next up, Michael Jackson, Wacko Jacko, made by Chris, and I can't remember his last name right now. He's on my Facebook friends. If you comment or you have a question about it, he only made, I think, about 3 or 4 of these, and he discontinued them, so they're not for sale anymore. And last but not least, the Burger King guy. This is actually a helium topper that goes on a helium machine. Not a machine, I don't know what I'm saying. A helium tank. And this was used back in, I think, the 80s possibly. And he actually aired up through his mouth there. That's where the nozzle came out. And so I'm actually going to be converting it into the Burger King that's used in the commercials by a buddy of mine. And he's going to redo the hair, the mustache, lengthen the beard, and I'm going to get it all repainted and everything. Thanks for looking at my mask collection. Here's some muscle suit stuff. Here's my muscle suit that was used in the Sexy Baby stuff. Onesie. That's a sneak peek later on with the Burger King guy. That's for my son. Here's the Sinister trench coat. I haven't worked on yet. Let me see what else. Take a guess what these are for. These are the Jim Carrey Cuban Pete costume that I'm going to be doing this year. I'm having a person making the shirt right now and the hat, and so I'll be the world's first, almost like screen accurate Jim Carrey Cuban Pete. Here's my clown costume. Freddy Krueger. My daughter's costume from Alien Mind Control. Beetlejuice. Clown. Terminator. Terminator shirt. Jim Carrey the Mask costume. Mars Attacks, the Ambassador. This is, what's his name? Charlie Sheen, 2.5 Men, full costume. And then the midget Charlie Sheen for my son. And then you go over here. I have my large mallet that was made by a guy off Facebook for my Jim Carrey the Mask. And I got down here, I got some balls, and I got a diaper and a butt and some more diapers. And these are all like my props that I use. Here's for my Terminator knee right here that's going to be done on the costume that Jody Evans repainted. Authentic gloves for the Ronald McDonald costume. Boxing gloves for Mike Tyson later on. Shotgun and an AR-18 for my Terminator. Powder Toast Man. Blue like boots, and then I got a Powder Toast Man right here. You're probably wondering what this is. Kind of looks like a butt. It actually is a butt. I had a butt made for my Powder Toast Man costume. And if you look here, I got the Powder Toast Man underwear, the briefs that he wears, and I'm going to be debuting it this year. Here's the tail that goes with the cat, and I have some like gloves and stuff like that, but I'm not really a furry, so I don't wear that stuff. I'm going to be doing a Super Kitty costume that'll be funny. I have not worn the tail, so if anybody tries to make fun of me, let's see what else. Got a Powder Toast Man, the container that he does in the commercial. Shotgun, knives, Michael Myers knives. That's about it. That's all my kind of stuff that I collect and everything. And thanks for looking, and here's my collection.